if someone said John Mateer would never perform,
you spelled said wrong.
I know it'll still pick it up. Would never be good against a good team, and he was. Would they be wrong? Watch this. This is how you know. Yes, they would be proven wrong if John Mateer did perform. So apparently he can play well against big Power 4 schools because apparently people that are talented, idiots, are good no matter what.
Your level of petty, I might be unmatched.
I even with spelling mistakes, ChatGPT knew it was an obvious point. It's like, I don't know what, but anyways, finally, other people are catching on to the point that John Mateer might be good at football. As T and I have been trying to tell everybody. Obviously, everyone here kind of knew, but if you were just catching, so Boomer, once you know,
so weird how that works.
So weird how that works, right? See how we just kind of deduce down to the point.
I will say, can I give a criticism?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's very talented. I love how well he knows the playbook. I love how he anticipates. I do think on some of his passes, he's being too risky, or he's trying to throw through people, not getting enough air on it. So if that's my one criticism, that would be it. Right. But like I mentioned, and I don't know if it was our post game or in the podcast we joined last night, I'm okay with how the interception happened because at least it was aggressive and it was a quick decision.
Right.
It wasn't like we saw last year where it's like, maybe, okay, now.
Right.
Like, and it's just, you're throwing it far too late, far too wrong, and it's just getting intercepted. Because when you're playing aggressive, crap's going to happen.
Exactly.
But, and that can be fixed. So I just think he does need to put a little more air on some passes, maybe not try to play hero all the time, maybe. But also,
it's like, yeah, but you can't coach it out of him,
exactly.
Like, that's what makes him great. And he does, like, he missed that pass to Contez Lewis, should have been a touchdown. That Satanga had to come and hit the ball out of his hands. Right. That should be a touchdown.
Yeah,
and
the one to Kanik towards the end, just a little bit overthrown. Again, it's a fingertip pass. You can blame Kanik. You can blame. I also think just the trickery was a little off. Like, the timing was off a smidge because it was just a little clunky. But I still like it. I like the creativity. I like that
we're trying.
In theory, worked.
Yeah,
and it worked. Yeah. We just didn't execute it. As I said to Chad the whole game, we are getting what we want when we want. We just have to execute it. And then, that can be done.
Yeah, it's all just execution. It's there. I mean, all that's just, you can rep it out and you'll be fine. Look at this, though. Why is this not popping up? John Mateer on 3 Heisman week 3 poll. Also, John Mateer, betting favorite for the Heisman in DraftKings.
Would you like to know who didn't even have him on his list?
Who?
RG3.
Well, RG3
had Jackson Arnold on his list.
It's like, you ever heard of like one step? You take 1 step forward, 2 steps back. That's like RG3 for like points he makes in football. Except times the 2 by 5.
I see why you got fired.
He says stuff where I'm like, that's a good point, man. It's like, anybody that can put.
We're not saying you got to put him number 1, but the fact after beating Michigan, you don't even have him on your list.
Yeah, it's like, unbelievable.
You're just a hater at that.
There's not many. I don't know who you could put. No, I don't know. It's a whole different conversation when we get in. Also, Ruben Bain being on there breaks my heart. He was going to come to Oklahoma, but he ended up going to Miami at the last second. Anyways, John Mateer getting the love that I think rightfully deserves. A lot of big games coming up again. I don't see a game, and I know that I don't think that there are game. I don't think there's much chance you go undefeated with a schedule like we have. I'll just say that every game that we play in, is winnable, and I honestly like us against every matchup we play against. I don't think Arch Manning is that good. I think he's average to below average, even healthy. I didn't think he was at everything people were making him out to be. Nussmeier is pretty good. I don't think their defense or offensive line is as good as it was last year.
I think Nussmeier can be a little Jekyll and Hyde, at least last year.
Lenore Sellers
doing pretty well.
Is good. He just hadn't played anybody, so I don't know what and even like.
Hey, he's got big time Vandy this week. They're on their hot streak.
Hey, they're.
I'm saying they're on a hot. That wasn't rude. Like, that was legitimate.
Boomer129 said the throw to Kanik into triple coverage had me gasping. It did.
Yes,
but if you watch it, like, you can see in the all 22, like from the above the press box, like it was a safe throw because like they're communicating behind. Like, they make a motion to each other like, oh, I know what you're about to do. And like, to me, I know people like the Baker comparison because of obviously the OU tie, but he's more Brett Favre Manziel to me than he is Baker. Baker wasn't as risky with the throws as John is, and he also was he had better arm talent than Mateer. I think the Mateer does. Mateer does have some especially for the NFL game, has some form
Right.
and
And also you
fundamental
can
issues
tell
he's gonna have
because
to
like
fix.
Kanik came up for it.
Yeah, they knew it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't want to the problem is like you coach that out of him, you're going to take away all the amazing plays like that
Right.
pass or like the
And the
pass
same
to
thing with
Brooks late.
Keontae Lewis. Game 1, he threw to a spot which looked like it was going to be triple coverage to Burks, and then Keontae cuts out of nowhere and gets it and gets a touchdown.
Yeah, and Sammy makes that point here too. He had a lot of pressure on him that play. Yeah, and one thing that you got to like about Mateers is you talk about getting respect from your teammates. Is he's tough? Like he'll hang in a pocket. Funny enough, that's like one of the things Shedeur Sanders, bringing up a random name, was I thought always impressed me. Is like as much as the flash and all the Hollywood pomp and circumstance, dude, he would get smoked every game, and he stood tough in the pocket. I always respected that about him. I really did.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, John Mateers getting the love I think he rightfully deserves.